Hey friends! Welcome to the next Tranquility and Bag craft video. This week we're doing fizzy watercolors, which will end up looking something like this. Like that. We'll be utilizing the same neat reaction that you get when you make volcanoes as a kid. So, hey. So, this is what you need. You will have gotten 2 of these in your bags. You can dilute them if you want. You can add water. This one does not have water in it. This one does. So here, let's see. Better way to look at it. I basically doubled the amount in here. So 1-to-1 watercolor and water. You will also need, from your own house, some plain vinegar, some baking soda, and water. I use a super wide flat dish because that's what I had clean, but you can use whatever you want. You also got one of these. That's what we're going to be painting with. So, have my piece of watercolor paper, and I'm going to uncork these carefully. As you can see, I'm wearing my craft night shirt. So we're going to pop that open. That's one. We're gonna pop that open. Oh, yep. See, it probably will get on your fingers a little bit, but that's okay. It will, that'll come off. We're gonna set that down. I have a towel down under everything. If you can do it in a place that's either easily cleanable, or you can put something like this down, that would be best. So now what we're going to do, we're going to be painting on this dry. Don't get this wet first. It'll look weird. Trust me. So now we're just going to paint. I'm going to choose this blue first, and they're lovely colors. And the sponge does soak a lot up, so you can put quite a bit of paint on at once. So I'm just going to cover this like so. And then I'm going to wash it out. Kind of just squeeze as you go. Come on. There we go. We're just gonna hold this down because watercolor paper likes to bunch up. We're gonna take some of the purple. Now the purple is undiluted and so very concentrated, so it's gonna be a bit brighter. There we go. I'm going for the New York coffee cup look. Now, while things are still wet, don't let this dry. While it's still wet, you're going to take your baking powder and you're going to pinch, as much as you can fit, and you're going to sprinkle it all over the thing. Everywhere. Don't worry about, clumpage. Just sprinkle it wherever you can. Alright, now, put that over there. It's fine, it's fine. My water is also kind of dirty because I did this twice before this. It's fine, don't worry about it. What we're gonna do now is to get the vinegar on it. Now, you can do whatever you choose. I wouldn't pour it on. That would be liable to get messier than necessary. If you want to flick it on, you could, or if you want to use a toothbrush. But using what we have, you're going to dip the other end of this in here, like so, and you're going to kind of smack it down. I'm going to, if you listen, you will hear the little fuzz of the glorious reaction. It's it's more reactiony. I'm not a scientist. It's more reactiony wherever there's more baking soda. So you're going to get a wider spread. And I'll show you what that looks like in just a second. As much reaction as possible. So when you do this, the reaction is going to push the watercolor outwards. And you don't want to do this once things get too waterlogged. So really make sure that you put the baking soda on and then immediately put the vinegar on. You can always add more baking soda later, but the soggier it gets, the less it wants to react. Unsure why that is. It's just neat. All right. So I think we're good. Let me show you what this looks like here. Just gonna swoosh it around a little bit. So now we have this. So as you can see, all of these white spaces are where the reactions happened. And that's it. This will take quite a while to dry. I'd say 2-3 hours before you can really like futz with it. And then at that point you can take this, it should be dry by then, and brush off the like residue baking soda. Do that over a trash can because it's going to be weird. And also dye the colors that you used because you will get purple and something else. It's either blue, orange, red, or green. And it looks really weird on your floor. So, garbage can. And that's it. Here's some other ones that I did. So I did this one. And this one. Although this one I wet the canvas first. So it looks not as cool. Also, I said salt was optional for this. Salt actually does something similar to this. It just, doesn't look as cool. So you can use that too if you want. That tends to be a bit more fractally in the pattern that it makes, if that makes sense, because salt is super square on like a molecular level, but that's up to you. And that's it. I hope you guys have fun. Bye.